Hey there, it's Lokazi. Thanks for joining me for this third and final game between Moon and oGsMC for the MLG Columbus 2011. There we have it, lower bracket, round 7. We have oGsMC spawning in the southeast position, there we go, as the blue Protoss here on Tal'Darim Altar, and Moon spawning in the northeast position as the red Zerg here on Tal'Darim Altar. So should be pretty good gameplay. Actually, every single one of the games I've seen of MC on Tal'Darim Altar have actually been fast games for Zerg. The most notable ones I can think of were from the NASL, where Rhett kind of had MC's number, I guess I should say, and just completely destroyed him. He knew that Rhett was going to be going, or he knew that MC was going to be going with the usual Stargate to deny the third of the Zerg, and he Nidus swarmed into the Protoss player's base, MC, with 2 queens and a bunch of roaches. The queens denied the, well, I guess fended off the void array, and Rhett was able to take the main base. So we'll have to see if there's any shenanigans like that out of Moon here. Spawning pool going down from Moon. MC able to scout out Moon's position, so that denies really the possibility of fast expanding, because the probe can just run around and annoy it forever. Though Moon does seem to prefer this 15 spawning pool extractor build. He's done it every single one of these 3 games, so I'm going to have to go with that's just his default here. And MC is going to forge fast expand. You can actually drop a cannon right here and then like a gateway right there, and that cannon is really well protected. And then like your cybernetics core right here and then a Zeal to block it. Really good build, and then the cannon can actually hit everything. So we'll have to see if that's what MC ends up doing. MC dropping his expansion at 17 with the forge already down. He's saving up, floating a little bit of chrono. He's going to have to drop another pylon here in a second. Dropping a gateway here on the side, kind of interesting. That actually leaves a 2 space gap here and a 1 space gap there. So we'll have to see what building placement he does to... And then a cannon, I guess this is going to be his choke. It's blocked by a Zeal, and that's going to have to be like another cannon, or like the cybernetics core is going to go right there. Because he knows that Moon went with Zerglings first, so there could be some aggression coming out. And this probe is just trying its darndest to deny this expansion. Getting chased around by 2 Zerglings. These 2 other Zerglings are just randomly wandering towards the back of Moon's base, and Moon manages to drop his third with his speed almost halfway done, so pretty late timing for the third there. And there it is, the cybernetics core is blocking that gap. So yeah, this, you have to run like this, actually. Oh, why is it making a box? There we go. Like this to get in. Zeal being produced to block that gap there. And a second pylon going up to power all 4 of these buildings that require power. Probe transfer going across for MC there. And actually, Moon canceled his expansion, so this is going to be an all-in Baneling bust on MC, actually, I think. No, Roachling all-in. Should be pretty interesting. Zergling speed just finished. The expansion never went down from Moon or was canceled. I'm not sure. He was chasing that probe around for quite a while. Very interesting to see what will happen here. And I actually like this type of play from Zerg on this map, because you can really punish the Protoss player before he gets enough warp gates up, and really you have to take out like a Zeal, maybe 2, maybe a Sentry, and like 1 cannon, unless you get scattered out, in which case there's going to be like 3, 4 cannons. But it looks like there's going to be 2 cannons in this case. MC playing it pretty safe here. Sentry coming out, and there are 6 Zerglings on the field and 6 roaches, so this might actually be able to do a decent amount of damage, and immediately pulling back these roaches as far as he needs to make sure they're not scouted by that scouting probe of MC. Stargate coming up here, and like I said, this Stargate is to deny the third of the Zerg player. With 1 void array you can generally slow the third or flat out deny it. And it looks like this all-in is coming here in just a minute. We have 10 roaches versus a sentry, a zeal, and 2 cannons. And Moon immediately focusing that pylon, hoping to depower. And he does depower one of the cannons, actually. Looks like he's going to knock down this other cannon. Void Ray out on the field, though. And is he going to be able to pick off? The Zeal does go down, and a Force Field, I imagine, is going to go down in front of this. Oh, Force Field does not go down, actually. Lots of damage being dealt here. But I do not think it's going to be enough to break MC's base. These roaches are going to slowly get eaten up by this one Void Ray. Another Void Ray is coming out on the field, so they're going to do a ton of damage. These Zerglings actually not going into the mineral line, which is what they need to do with these roaches. They're just chilling. They're not doing anything. And a new gateway dropped to prevent Zergling reinforcements going in for MC, and now there are 2 Void Rays, which will be able to pick off all of these Zerglings before they manage to get that Cybernetics core down. And it looks like this all-in has been held by MC, and he's going to clean up the last of these roaches, and I cannot imagine that Moon is going to stay in this game much longer. He has dropped his expansion and is backing up, so maybe. But he has half of the workers of oGsMC. He has 1 queen, a second one producing, but he does not have a second base, which is really limiting his queen production. Evo Chamber going down. 2 queens just now out on the field, but these Void Rays, which were built to deny the third, are actually going to be able to deny the second. Like, flat out deny the second. They're getting charged. By the time these queens get here, this expansion is going to need to be canceled. Yeah, those are fully charged. And he actually does not cancel, and that dies. And there are now 3 Void Rays killing We Made Moons, 2 of them with fully charged 2 queens, and there's nothing that Moon is going to be able to do to stop this. These 3 Void Rays and a Phoenix are just going to prance into the base, and Moon calls a GG. Very excellent defense of a Ling Roach all in there by oGsMC, stopping We Made Moon from taking that game and winning the series. So that lets oGsMC advance to the round of 8, where he's going to be facing whoever gets knocked down from the winner's bracket, I believe. And I will be casting those replays coming up next. Stay tuned. There are about, 15, 20 more games I will be casting this evening, tomorrow, and the next day, depending on how long that takes, actually. So thanks for tuning in. This was the final game of the round of 7. You should see all 6 games of the round of 7 up on my VODs here on twitchtv.com/Lokazi, which is also justintv.com, there we go, /Lokazi. And they will be going up on my YouTube, so follow me there, or subscribe to me there. Follow me here on Justin TV and Twitch TV, and I will catch you guys for the upcoming games a little bit later.